So, this is going to be my thoughts on Q. And what is Q? Well, many people know what Q is, and all that stuff. And I was a little hesitant about doing this because, all the censorship and stuff going on and blah, 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 all that stuff. But we figure, hey, I'm going to do it as a, just my thoughts on it, about the movement, about what it is, and how to go about looking at it or whatever. Now, first and foremost, what QAnon is, or what it, I look at it as, if anyone's seen the movie V for Vendetta and how that took off with Anonymous. It was the movie was fictional, but it was meant to but nothing is anything ever really just fiction is the question, okay? But a lot of the stuff that has come about from Q has proven to be accurate. Alright? And I will dive more into that. Q began on 4chan, which was a message board, and this is the thing, no one really knows who created it just yet, and who Q is, but it was created by some people and whatever to post. It was originally created as a gamer type of message board, to post different types of gameplay or stuff like that, and then it moved into 8chan, which I know a little about, so I don't really know. I know the name, you can look at this stuff up for yourself, for the 4chan and 8chan stuff. This is the first I heard of this was through the Q movement and how that came about. When I first heard of Q, I heard little tidbits here and there, but my first takeoff, if you will, was through the Fall of the Cabal videos by Janet. I'm going to say Janet. Her last name begins with an O because I don't know how to pronounce her, like Olsenbar or something. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she is a wonderful, wonderful person who has collected and gathered this information and put it together for people to view. And in the Fall of the Cabal series, which was or is, I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but it was a 1 through 10 part series, and she's actually given permission for people to, download and share these videos to continue to get what she has collected out there. Because when you look at this is the thing, Jordan Sather is another person who has done stuff as well. And he had a channel on YouTube as well called Destroying the Illusion, which again was taken down. And this is the thing, this is the thing you must first and foremost recognize. If this stuff is not accurate, why is YouTube removing it? Why are these platforms so afraid of it? Why are they removing it? That right there should tell you something is suspicious. Alright? That should tell you to continue to question. That came about to, that started to inform people and stuff and get people interested in it, get people interested in politics. Prior to this, myself and many others, were on my page. I had a page too. My page, as soon as I started, I had my Facebook page went down too. I made a video about this. It's a few ones. I'm not sure where this video will be on my feed. Because of what it's about, I will post it to YouTube. I will attempt that because I'm not given this is this way, this is that way. I'm given my own interpretation of it. Now, so my path to Q was, okay, I'm looking at this up, but what Q talks about, with the government's activities of corruption and all the other things that encompass that have been going on since time began, I guess, since governments have ruled the world in various cultures and various landscapes and various lands, like that's been the thing. Like You know, it's fun right now. I find it irony, and I'm gonna actually post it about this too. The interesting thing that people want to complain about, first and foremost, the natives were the original people here on this land, on the U.S. land, or, you know, whatever land, right? Most of us are European descendants, are of European origins. And it was the Europeans that came and invaded the land. The U.S. Constitution is the result of invasion. As to the principles and things written about it, it does, you know, it is great for us. It is a great thing to have. It is a great thing, you know, it is a great thing. But at the same time, it's, you know, it's very, I don't know the words. That's how, where I'm at with that. I don't know the words to express what it is, you know, the way it was established through invasion. And here we are. I'm not gonna get into specifics, but, and then here we are, or some people are trying to say that Mexicans or whatever cannot come into this country, that they're illegal. Like, bitch, look. First and foremost, Mexicans are they themselves of native origins. Okay, Mexicans and natives, they're, you know, all of Mexico, all of America, North America, South America, Canada, all of this land, the North America and South America, and, you know, were native territory. So basically, what other people are trying to do, and this is how so, you know, this is how so fucked up people's mindsets have become. Basically, you're telling people that they cannot come into their own land because your ancestors came here and invaded it, and now you think you are better than them. Like, go sit in the fucking corner, think about all of this, reflect on it, look at yourself in the mirror, ask yourself how the fuck you are better than anyone else, that your ancestors came here, invaded their land, and now you're going to tell them they can't come into their own land. Think about that. Seriously, fucking think about that. Alright? Now, because that pisses me off each and every fucking time I hear someone say that. I hear someone say they're illegal. Bitch! Your ancestors, you would not fucking be here had your ancestors not invaded. And I'm sorry, hashtag sorry not sorry to talk like this, but some people need to hear the fucking truth already and stop their fucking whiny bitching about stupid shit. Alright, moving on. And that's part of what Q is. This is why I don't support the Q is the conservatives. Fuck conservatives. I don't support the idea of churches. I don't support, you know, I support freedom to believe, but if you're going to use your God to be an asshole, to condemn certain people, to condemn, to be racist, to be hateful, go fuck yourself, alright? Take your fucking Bible and shove it up your fucking ass. The Bible is toxic, okay? I've spoken about this many times. I'm not for conservatives. I'm not for either party, alright? I don't give a fuck about either party. Both of them could go fuck themselves for all I care, alright? That's my stance. Fuck Republicans, fuck Democrats, meritocracy is what we need. Now, from each system, from each party, is where ideas come from. Now, there are certain things. Okay, this is where it is, and back to, you know, the subject at hand here, and some of the Q claims and some of the things that I've looked at as you know, presentations of certain things, and I don't know if I'm going to name the individuals or celebrities or whatever associated with it, but there is evidence out there. The beginning of the year, beginning of 2020, or was it? Yeah, the beginning of 2020, the Golden Globes, Ricky Gervais gave his speech at the Golden Globes. But you can find this on YouTube, and others who shared the video and commented, you know, did the kind of side-by-side, listened to it and commented type of thing. You can find those videos. And he's calling out the pedophiles and pedophilia in Hollywood, okay? This is not a conspiracy, or this is not, you know, Hollywood is full of pedophiles, point blank. Washington is full of pedophiles, point blank. Religions are full of pedophiles, point blank. It's not a friggin' conspiracy, okay? It's not. Certain things and certain accusations against certain individuals have shown this, have shown how people actually are. With certain evidence presented, with certain, and I do say evidence, okay? Imagine a courtroom, right? There is more evidence to suggest that some of these people, and when I say these people, I mean celebrities, politicians, whatever, to suggest that these people are more guilty of these crimes than they are not. And that is where we are at with it, all right? There are people out there who are billionaires, I'm not dropping any names, who do not possess a medical degree whatsoever, but think that they can distribute a vaccine for a virus that has killed less people than the flu. And by the way, where the fuck has the flu gone? All of a sudden, everything else is gone because of COVID. You know? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? You got all these people wearing masks. Oh, wear a mask. You know, I'm not going to get into that, but you all know. Most of you know. If you're out there, if you're wearing a mask, congratulations, you're a fucking sheep. Bad, bitch. Like, for real. I'm sorry, you're a fucking sheep. Masks, oh my God. Look, masks don't do shit, okay? Look at the actual people who wear these biohazard suits for diseases. Watch the movie Outbreak, actually. Watch that movie, and the first, I forget how old I was, but I watched that movie, I think it was because of when I was in high school, when we were studying diseases and stuff, I think that was one of those suggested movies or whatever, I don't know. But in the first opening, you know, it shows the different levels of diseases and whatever. And the first one is like the cold and stuff, and you know, with you don't really need that much protection and stuff. And then it moves higher and higher to level 4 biohazards, where you need suits and stuff, because that's how dangerous these things are. And that is the point of this. This is, you know, yes, people are dying. People die all the time. But they're not COVID, you know, coronavirus is a natural occurrence. Coronavirus is the flu. They just labeled it this so that they can make you all slaves. Make you all brain dead idiots, which is what you're doing. Not everyone, though. Not everyone. People are waking up, but, you know, that was the original intent. And it's failing, okay? Because governments will control you if you let them. This is a reflection of it, okay? The reflection of government is a reflection of self. To govern your mind, to control. If we as a collective do not want to rule ourselves, then we will be ruled. As above, so below, as within, so without. The reason governments are fallen is because we are taking back our power, so to speak. Like I said, this stuff has been this Q is a maybe began in 2016 or whatever. Like it's a few years old, but government corruption has been going on since governments began. Okay, you know, so Q just kind of made everyone actually care about it and brought it to the mainstream. And Q is a step. And with Trump is considered to be Republican, but he does not. I think, you know, I don't, at this moment in time, I don't know, maybe he broke away. But last time I checked, he was considered a Republican. And Now, what I will say about the different parties and with different systems and with different aspects of these different systems is that, you know, when you have extreme leftism, when you have extreme, like for example, pedophilia is not part of the LGBT community. And that is what some people have been and continue to try to do, is to establish it into the LGBT community. That is extreme leftism. That is the extreme left mindset, the quote, evil agenda mindset. As well as, however, all religions condone pedophilia. Look at Islamic religions. Look at the religions in the Bible condone rape and murder of children. This is where it gets so funny, is that these people, you know, and I've even debated with fellow Q people, like, I don't follow your religious mindset. I don't give a fuck what you call yourselves. I will never follow any religious cult movement at all. And nor should anyone else. Think for your damn selves. Stop following these cults. You can support something, you know, you can support, as I do. There's a difference between being a supporter and a follower. Right? Think about that too. Now, you can support many things. I support Q, and I support its information. I do not follow every single bit of it, though. Okay? I support Illuminism, but I don't understand for Illuminism. I don't understand mathematics, as I've said many times, and so for that, I don't follow it completely. All right? Satanism. I support Satanism, but I don't follow it completely. You get the idea here, right? So there are certain things people want to dedicate their path. You know, oh, I'm this, and this is all I am. No, you're all of these things, guys. And the point of Q is to make everyone question things, whether it's good or bad, right quotes or wrong quotes, is to question everything. You know, if something sounds fishy, research it. If something doesn't sound right, research it. These things that have been presented are exposed in things. All right, and the way I think of it is this: you look at certain celebrities look at certain people that are higher up, if you will, and if it wasn't such an issue, if Q wasn't, you know, actual truth, then why are so many condemning it? Why are they labeled as terrorists and stuff like that? When Black Lives Matter can destroy cities and destroy everything else, and Antifa and all this other shit, but yet Q, who are peaceful, are considered terrorists. Something wrong here. You see that? There are things wrong in the world. There are things, and as of December 8th, 2020, as I believe, unless anyone wants to correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, that was the last Q post. And the way I look at it, Q's mission has been completed. What Q set out to do was to get everyone to question things, which is what they're doing, was to get everyone else involved. And everyone has their own talents and abilities of what they can do on computers and whatnot. As I said, you know, kudos to Jordan Sather and Janet Ozenbauer, again, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, and many others like them that have taken the time out to research these things and present these for the rest of us. You know, to show us these things that are going on, you know, it's not just all woo-woo conspiracy. It's, I mean, within the context, you know, of all that stuff. Now, here's the thing about, again, getting back to the religion and the Satanism stuff okay, here's the thing about Satanism. True Satanism is about the individual, you know, is about becoming your own self. However, with Satanism, there is indulgence. There is no, not really. It's more material possessions, material gains. There's not much room for evolution beyond that, I guess, which is fine. I mean, Satanism is actually very beautiful. Many Satanists are beautiful, wonderful people. I've met some of them. By the way, I still am doing my own video of what Satanism is and all that stuff, a video series and stuff. That is still in the works. All of my projects, by the way, are still in the works. I'm one person, as I said many times, and only could do so much. So it's going to be, I don't know when, but I'm going to be working on that as soon as possible. Actually, my goal is to get it started this year. And yeah, and I think it's actually a good time for that to come out. But anyway, when it comes to the child sacrifice, adrenochrome type of things, child trafficking is very real, and it does happen. And child trafficking busts everywhere. Every day there's people being exposed. And some of these people are also in the law enforcement that we thought is supposed to protect us. They are in the FBI that we thought is supposed to protect us. They are in the governments that we thought are supposed to protect us. Blackmail plays a huge key role in money and money laundering, and where money is. It is a huge, blackmail is just a part of the business as everything else. And I'm kind of trying, because there's so many topics and subtopics, but it all does correlate together. So try and stay on point with me as much as I myself can. So I look at Hollywood and politics and all of this as the most successful people. Look at them as to why they're successful. Question why. What have they done? What have they not done? There's the idea in Hollywood, they get you to do certain things with children so that they can hold it against you if you want to go higher and higher and higher and higher. Films have talked about, have many, the storylines of all these movies are similar, the government control and the evil and, The Dark Crystal, a Jim Henson movie, is about right now. The Great Conjunction. Where are we going to go? What is our path right now? Are we going to have another Holocaust, or are we going to be awakened and prevent all of that? Me, myself, and I choose not to step into that path and that timeline, because the difference between now and then is technology. We have computers. We can obtain information that cannot be denied anymore. We have access to technology. We have back then in the Nazi times and stuff like that. Those people did not have that information and stuff, and that's how it worked better. That's how they were able to invade and do what they did. And they know that. That's why they're trying to censor so much, because they can't invade people if they know what's going on, pretty much. You can't take over if people know that you're planning to take over. And the governments will always use fear to control the people. Media, if you haven't already, turn off your news. I'm not saying, look, if people have this idea, turn off all media, all TV, no. Just stop watching. Each individual has to decipher for themselves what they like and what they don't like. And, like for me, I'm a fan of horror. Why? The psychology of it is so amazing and fascinating and truthful. Remember, but for some people that, it can be triggering. Certain things are triggering for certain people of life experiences, and that's fully understandable. So each person has to discern where they want to be on their path with all this information, how they want to take it in, how they want to go about it, and what they want to do with it, pretty much. Influencers and content creators like myself are the ones whose mission is to bring this message to the world and continue to awaken the world and continue to strive towards meritocracy. it's just crazy, the things going on and how long it's been going on. You know, who's involved with what? You know, are there actually, like, the accusations of certain celebrities and certain things and being involved in satanic, and when I say satanic in this context with evil, this is the thing too. Stop using the word satanic and you know, God and Satan to describe things. Just say good and evil. It's simple. You attract more flies with honey than you do with shit. Okay? Like, that's why I'm just like, okay, ooh, is Satan doing this? No. First and foremost, this is a thing too. There is no such thing as Satan. Satan came about from paganism. Baphomet is a pagan deity. Is an imagined pagan deity, which means it is representative of. Baphomet is actually representative of the self. As above, so below. As within, so without. It is a concept of both things. It is the beast of us. We are beasts. All right. The mark of the beast. We are the beasts. We are animals. Humans are animals. Hence beasts. All right. 666 is us. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Cells. Life. It is us. It's not evil. It's not, you know, it's not good or evil. It's science, mathematics, universal. That being said, that is us. We are already beasts that are marked. We are already marked by mathematics. Our structure is 666. Tetrahedron. All right? Merkabah, if you will. Think about it, people. Okay? The idea of, there are people who, you know, there are chips and there are stuff like that, you know, you can take them or you don't have to. I choose, you know, obviously I choose not to have any foreign substance injected into my body. That's just common sense, you know. There are doctors against doctors. It's a civil war mindset repeating itself. Brothers against brothers. And that goes deeper. That's doctors against doctors. Politicians against politicians. Governments against governments. You know, the right and the left. And look at what the right and the left represent as well. It's the mindset. The left brain versus the right brain. On the right, imagine yourself standing. Okay, imagine yourself standing with your right hand and left hand held out. And in your right hand is the right side, the red side. Your left hand is the left side, the blue side. The right hand is also the right hand path. The left hand is also the left hand path. You are both of these things. Now, when it comes to overindulgence on the left side, you have, and your left side is your more logical type of side, your more logical science type of side. Again, as above, so below, reflections as to why the certain mindsets of, oh, take the vaccines and all this stuff, and the overindulgence of science, the evil, if you will, of science is the overbalance of the left side. Now imagine that left side is getting thrown over. Raise your right side up because the left side is off balance. And that's where we have been. That's where the world has been, is that your right hand, your right side has been up in the air because the left side has been down because it's off balance. Now, with the right side comes conservatism. Comes keeping things, you know, exposing truth. Is the more creative side as well. The right side is the creative side. So, anyway, the right side is, in some aspects, the religious side, the imaginative side, and this is why you have when it's overbalanced, you have cults or extreme religions that think their imaginary sky wizard is real. It's good to have imaginations. You know, imaginations create art. It creates inventions. You know, it creates, you know, it's created our world. It creates the houses we live in. It creates the cars we drive. The computers we use, the technology we use, the tools we use, everything, you know, all of that stuff. Create is the right brain. But when it gets, when that side is thrown off, you get more indulged into that, and you forget, you know. So that is where we are. We need a balance of both sides. All right? Balance is key. Balance is important. You know, we're not meant to have all left or all right. We're meant to have the integrations of both aspects into one. And Q and Trump, I actually did a read and layout of this. Trump is a game piece. Trump is not permanent. Will Trump come back in 2024? Who knows? But his impeachments have failed because evil is losing. Because evil is not going to win anymore. And this is where, right now, even though I don't support conservatism, I support the idea that people who want to eliminate evil, you know, I support that. I support, you know, but I really, really, really wish people would grasp the concept that you can still do that and not bow down to the same type of being. People need to grasp the concept that you want to call people out for child trafficking and stuff like that, but you're worshiping the same damn thing. You're just not sacrificing children or whatever. Instead, you're praying to it and worshiping it in the same aspect. It's still considered consuming your energy some form. You know, do you understand? You know, come on. True God, true source, the first and foremost, the word God is to describe yourself. And you are your own God. You are your own person. God is not meant to describe anything external, in my opinion, anything outside of yourself. But that doesn't mean that there's not, you know, that we're not all, we can't be loving, we can't be caring, we can't nurture each other, we can't, you know, you don't need a God to tell you that. If you need a God to tell you that, then that's on you. You know, then you got your own issues to deal with of why you can't, you know what I mean? You're using it as an excuse. Stop using Satanism as an excuse to why people are evil. There is no such thing as demons or Satan or whatever. No, it is people that are evil. It is people that do these things. It is their own, you know, understand psychology. It is people that are committing these crimes that want to hurt other people, that want to kill and murder children, or whatever the case may be, that they themselves are evil. You allow the person that has done the crime to say it was the devil that made me do it. You're letting them get away and not take responsibility for their actions. Likewise, if you say it was a devil that made them do it, then you're allowing them to bypass their actions and not take responsibility for them. At the same concept, you've gained much success and you're now the president of your company or things like that, and you say, or you've achieved something. No, God helped me do that. No, again, you're giving away your power. You're not taking responsibility for what you yourself did. There is nothing outside of yourself. You did that. Nothing helped you. Nothing. You know, I've had this debate with many people. Oh, God did this. No, honey, you did that. Okay. You know, if you want to give credit to some imaginary thing, go right ahead. But the truth of the matter is that's not logical, that's not rational, that's not reasonable. That you yourself took those actions to do it. You listen to your intuition, you listen to your own mind, your own power, your own thoughts. And you did that. All right? That's where we're at now. That's what the whole, you know, that's where I hope that this movement, you know, goes into, is to break down. I hope religion falls. I want to see it crumble to its fucking knees. I want to see religions gone. They are toxic. All of them. They are toxic. Alright, religions are toxic. Say it with me, religions are toxic. Alright? Thank you. It's time to come back to, I like what another friend says, the tone. Well, she says the God tone, but I like the tone. That is the universe. Whenever most people, I had this discussion too. Most people, if you want to pray, there's a difference between prayer for someone else and praying to an imaginary thing. But you can just ask for things, you know, think of something you want, ask for it, and follow your intuition to get it. Follow your actions to get it, and it will show up for you. I can attest to this over and over and over and over again. Certain things take longer to get, certain things show up in a shorter period, but regardless, you're the creator of your world. You know, we each have different things to go through, whatever. And right now, as a collective, the world is shifting into a more sustainable system. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, you know, but we're seeing the fall of government. We are seeing the fall of government. Governments around the world are collapsing, have collapsed, are on their last leg, on their, you know, it's cool to see this happening. And as you can, if you want to watch my video, The Great Conjunction, you can understand how viruses played a role. This is why this particular virus is not affecting everyone, because we are at the point of evolution. Viruses exist on a certain frequency, again, as I explained in the video, that we are not at yet. Or, I mean, yeah, that the virus, some of the frequency of the virus does not match many of the mindsets of those that are awakened. And this isn't some woo-woo ego thing. This can actually be scientifically measured. Stand up. Take off your masks. I'm not saying that there's no virus, but it's not as dangerous as they make it out to be. We are the virus. They are the virus. Again, reflection. What is a virus reflected to you? Imagine the giant mindset. Imagine a giant mind. What is the virus in the mind? It's the system, the matrix. A hack, a virus in the matrix. A computer virus in the system. You understand? And that's where we're at with this movement. That's where we're at with this awakening. There is a global awakening going on, and the media is doing everything they can to stop it. The left-run media, as well as the right, because people don't want either party no more. You know? Enough is enough. It's time to take back our power. It's time to take back our world. And it's time to be there for those who may not know how to do that yet. It's time to be guides and helpers and healers, and enough with so much Western medicine. The earth provides us with everything we need. It has provided us with everything we need. Why do we continue to, you know, not resonate? Why do some of us continue to believe what they say on the TV, to listen to the TV even? Whether it's true or not, turn off the damn TV. Turn off the news. Stop letting them run your life. Do your own research. Come to your own conclusions. Fact check shit. You know, don't rely on censorship. Listen to things, research things. And you will get to the bottom. You will get to the ultimate truth of things. You will understand more. You know, you will evolve. Because that's what you're all here to do, right? And evolution cannot occur if you're stuck in the past. If you're stuck in either party. If you're stuck in either system. This is world revolution. The revolution will not be televised. As this is world evolution, evolution, and that's, you know, this is where we are at this point in time. As well as take time off too. You don't have to, going through all this stuff every day. There's the thing with the news is every day there's going to be something good or bad. you know, and it may affect you, it may not. Take the time off you need. Remember yourself. Remember that you don't have to give your attention to certain things 24/7. You are important. You are, it's your life and your path that are important. Take the time, yeah, I mean, definitely give attention when you want to and whatever, but if it's draining you, if it's wearing you out, then put it on hold for a little bit. I mean, we're in a chaotic period, no matter what is true, whatever you want to look at it as, we're in an interesting period, and this is a time for a lot of inner reflections and a lot of inner truths being revealed, a lot of individual work as well, shadow work. And so with that, everyone is doing their own thing. We're doing the best we can with what we can at the moment. And the more we help one another, the more we evolve. Care is needed. This is also one of the things with Q is that, I forget what it's, I've seen some quotes, I don't know exactly, but when you sleep, we will go on, or something like that. Which means, there's hundreds, millions of us around the world now. And when I say us, I don't mean exactly followers, but awakened people. Because there are many others that support Q as well, but don't support all that it's about. Q, truthfully, should not claim to be any set religion. As I said a few moments ago, is that religions have no part in anything at all. They should not be in politics. They should not, in God we trust, should not be on the bill or money. It should not be. I actually saw a video in my feed about YouTube I didn't watch it yet, but it was about how Facebook is banning Bible quotes, which I am totally for. I support that fully. Stop quoting the Bible. Think for your damn self. If you can't think for yourself, then that's pretty sad. But yeah, just think for yourself, Think for yourself as best you can. No aliens, no God, no Jesus, no thing from the sky is ever coming to save us, or save you. Only we can save ourselves. It's time you realize that, or get some sort of knee pains from being on your knees forever waiting for something to show up, because it's never going to happen. Okay? It's time you burst that damn bubble now. No thing is ever coming from the skies or ground, for that matter, to save you. It's up to you to save you. That's it, that's all. And that is my lecture, that is my take for now on this subject. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. Leave your thoughts and comments below, wherever you see this video. I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Respect one another. Hate where hate is due. And evolve. Alright? Peace out. Echo your sounds. Echo your sounds.